Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in this film we're starting off at Geroskipou Beach before driving through Kato Paphos and Moutallos. Okay, let's have the map. Right, there's the whole area, and there's our first bit where we're going up the hotel strip to a triangle, and from there we're carrying on the hotel strip and going through Kato Paphos to the castle area before heading up past Kings Avenue Mall, and then heading through back roads through Moutallos and coming up the top of Oldtown. Okay. Unlike my previous film, I won't be naming every single hotel along the hotel strip, but if you do want more information about them, then you should check out the following link: pafoslife.com/v/h2024, and that will give you a list of all the hotels on the strip, and it refers back to a previous definitive guide we published earlier on in the year. So just look at that. At the moment we've just gone past Moutallos Beach Bar and Moutallos Beach, and there's the Luna Park is on our left. There are actually 2 beaches back there and 4 beach kiosks or bars. And at the roundabout we're going to be turning left back on to the hotel strip. So you will now see the Luna Park on the left again. There used to be some nice artwork on the left there, but it seems to have been removed at some point in the past. Not sure why. I tell you what, it's nice not having to try and name all the hotels, because it doesn't give me a chance to talk about anything else. But instead I can say that if you want to go to St. Nicholas Chapel, and a lot of people seem to want to go there, then you'll need to pull in to a left just up here and drive down that little track, because that's where you'll find it. And that's, to many people, where the Paphos boardwalk starts as well, that you can actually get all the way to Geroskipou Beach. Now we're going past the hotels. Some interesting parking options. And Aphrodite's water park is on the right, which is a very popular destination. There's also a nice little chapel there and an interesting old ruin, which is an old farmhouse. I seem to remember it's got significant historical importance. So I was getting tongue twisted there. Now you could have just turned left back there, and it doesn't take you anywhere where you can like easily get to a beach or anything, but I'm mentioning it for completeness. Just by the Ivy Mare. I think in the definitive guide I drive down there, so if you want to see what was there, go and have a look. Now you're into an area where there's more restaurants appearing and shops. Some of the restaurants here seem to have relationships with the hotels, where I guess the hotels let you use, say if you're half board, you can go to them and as part of your half board if you fancy a change. I know there's a Mexican restaurant that used to be like that. Whether it's still there or not, I don't know, because I haven't been there for a few years now. Right, we've gone past most of the hotels now. And soon there'll be a turning which will take you to Paphos Beach and the municipal beach. And I still don't know why some beaches are called Paphos or whatever, and some people are just labelled municipal. Some beaches rather. Right, that's the turning for that anyway. Just that. And now we're coming up to a triangle, which from this direction you won't necessarily notice is a triangle because you can go straight here, whereas in the other direction you have to turn left and then come back. There's the famous stroke infamous tower on the right now, which will also mean that Sodat Beach, or Vaisudia Beach as it's officially known, is just coming up on the left as well. It's called Sodat Beach because it used to be a winery, and it's called Vaisudia A and B because there's another beach called B. Because from what I can gather, that just means that they have the names of the bars that were in the winery. Going through the last few hotels now, and you'll come up to a bit of Poseidonus Avenue, which is what we're on, which is still being landscaped. Not quite there yet though. That's the newly renovated Alexander the Great Hotel on the left. Seems a bit unfair mentioning that actually, seeing as I haven't mentioned any others. But my sister did stay there recently and she had a good time, so there you go. Look after my sister and I'll look after you. Right, so here is the bit that's getting renovated still. And we've had the cement mixes out there recently. Come on quite a bit. The left hand side's all completely finished, it's just the landscaping on the right they're still working on now. Which isn't much comfort for the businesses that are on the right though, has to be said. But I suppose if they can get through it, when it's all finished it'll be lovely and they'll have a lot more traffic. Customers, sorry. Right, now we're down at the seafront, which is pedestrianised, so we have to go round the back way. Oh, in the old days I used to be able to drive down there. Now you can turn left or right here. And we're going left. I'll tell you what, the buildings they finish on the right here look quite nice, has to be said. And we've got Papantonio's on the left, just up here. If you need sort of supermarket provisions and you're in Kato Paphos. It's a rather oddly parked cab driver there. If you look carefully, you can just see a bicycle up on the right, on the railings on the floor. On the railings on the first floor. That makes more sense. And now we're going to be turning right, and we're heading towards Kings Avenue Mall. And fairly soon you'll see brown signs pointing to St. Paul's Pillar, which is where you can turn. And if you're in a car, you want to head that way, that's the road you want there on the right. On the left, there's no way you can go on the roads. They all lead to a fence which surrounds the archaeological park. And now we're coming up to Fabrica Hill on the right, and the start of the new bridge they just built is on the left. It's a footbridge that goes up to the top of Fabrica Hill. It's a nice little walk and you get some nice views of the Kings Avenue Mall and the roundabout. I mean, you might think, why do you need a view of a roundabout? But it's a very nicely designed roundabout. It's actually done in the, not an accurate map, but it's supposed to represent Paphos itself. And you can see that more clearly if you go up and look at it either from Kings Avenue Mall in the coffee shop or from the walkway. Right, speaking of the mall, we're going to be turning left here rather than going up to the centre of Old Paphos and Kennedy Square, just because I didn't fancy hitting traffic. Because it was around midday when I filmed this. And if you're that interested, I'd already just been filming down on Geroskipou Beach. And I was on my way home, but I had to go to Lidl first, so hence this journey. There's a handy car park on the right here for Kings Avenue Mall if you don't mind not leaving your car in the sun. Middle of the summer it gets quite hot there, but correspondingly it can also get quite crowded in the underground car park of the mall. Now we're soon coming up to a crossroads, and there's a school there as well, and during school terms around, not say a couple of hours after 12 o'clock, this can be a bit chaotic because the school will have broken out and there'll be lots of parents picking up kids, and it's just like typical school ones that you get all over the world. I have a feeling they're going to be doing a bit more development here over the next few years. I keep seeing the hoardings going up, and there's a lot of empty space and farmland which quite frankly would be much better suited as residences. You wouldn't expect to find a farm in the middle of a city, would you? Well, if you turn right there, you get into Oldtown and the main Oldtown car park area and Oldtown market, etc. We're going straight on this time because I want to go through Moutallos. You can see what I was talking about, the hoardings. There's some there on the left. This area is mainly residential. There are a couple of supermarkets. Now, for some reason around these roads, people aren't that keen on indicating, so you might find yourself waiting for someone who looks like they're going to drive past you, and then they might turn in front of you. It's rather annoying. I only mention that just to encourage people to use their indicators here. Yes, mate, I was referring to you. Coming up to Moutallos Cliffs area now. You'll see why in a minute, why it's called that. And there's a nice cafe up here, which I reviewed a while back, as well as a little chapel, which is well worth exploring. If you want to see either of them, you can park on the right there. There's the cafe, and the little chapel is just there on the right. I mean, a tiny little thing, but it's set into a hillside in the rock, so it's very nice. You have to trust me on that. Now, you've got to be careful driving through here, because occasionally you'll have cars going a bit too quickly in front of you, not there specifically, but this one coming up, because it's quite a blind junction as well, so don't just come straight out because you might have a nasty surprise. And similarly here. And we're turning right up ahead, and then soon you'll hopefully know where we are. we'll be back on one of the main roads I featured previously. Now on the right here is a good place for buying eggs. I'll mention that in passing. And there's this strange building here which they've been constructing for a couple of years now, I think. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be when it's finished yet, but it looks like they're getting close to finishing it now. So if anyone does know what that's going to be, please leave a comment, because I'm curious by nature and it's driving me nuts. Right, we'll turn left here, and now we're on the main road from Oldtown to Cloaca. But as I'm heading to Lidl, I will be turning right here. But that's enough for me, I think. So on that note, actually I'll have the little blurb before I say goodbye. So here you go. And remember, if you like our content, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, as it really does help YouTube promote us. And if you want to help us financially, then go to our pafoslife.com/coffee page, and you can either send us a coffee or click on one of the affiliate links. It probably made more sense to put that at the beginning, but I don't like to ram advertising down your throats. So on that note, I will say goodbye and thanks for watching. See you in the next film.